Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, safe track repairs begin on Metro's busiest line, the Red Line. Hundreds of residents celebrate National Night Out with police officers across the county. And 2 Montgomery County swimmers are competing in the Olympics, and local fans are sharing messages of support on these giant flip-flops. But first, Montgomery County Executive Ike Leggett has released the findings of an independent report that he commissioned earlier this year to examine the use of tasers by Montgomery County police officers. Lorna Virgili joins us with more. Lorna?
Sonia, there were 17,000 arrests in Montgomery County last year. 59 times officers used tasers. Now, according to this study, taser use is low and it's not the go-to weapon by police officers. 565 county police officers are armed with electronic control devices or tasers. This policy has been in effect for the last 15 years.
I believe we have one of the best police departments, if not the best force in America. No matter how good the training, no matter how good the intentions, the fact is that our police have an awesome responsibility to make judgment calls and make them in the very, very difficult situations. And oftentimes, force is in fact required.
Dr. Jeffrey Alpert of the University of South Carolina conducted the study by reviewing all police reports from 2014 and 15, attending police training, meeting with police officers who deploy tasers, and participating in the Use of Force Review Committee.
What was really interesting to me is in most of the cases, officers used hands-on before they went to the taser. And that's not usual in American policing. We find in so many departments that officers will immediately go to the taser because it's easy. You know, I can certainly control you by zapping 5 seconds of electricity into you, but what we find here in the overwhelming majority of cases is that they went hands-on first. They didn't go to that higher level of force until they exhausted the opportunity to manage someone with hands.
The study offers several recommendations to the police department, including referring to tasers as weapons.
I think the biggest recommendation in there is one that we were certainly aware of, and that's the Armstrong case. As Dr. Alpert referred to it, a game changer. I mean, it really does narrow the circumstances under which a taser may be used based on the judge's decision. So that had to be incorporated into our training, and this is the decision came out in January of this year. So we have we've already drafted a new policy. We've already changed, adjusted the training. In fact, we did a training bulletin a day or two after the decision came out.
In Rockville, for County Report This Week, I'm Lorna Virgili.
Montgomery County Council members held a special work session this week to learn the facts behind a 911 outage that occurred last month. Susan Kennedy reports.
So the notion that 100 people in their most frightened moment and life-threatening moment could not reach out for help, it just can never happen again.
I usually have one recurrent nightmare, and this is the one. It's when I'm trying to call 911 and I can't get through. And so obviously, as you have already expressed, this is extreme concern for all of us here in the county.
Those were just a few of the concerns expressed by council members after an overview of what went wrong on July 10th when the county's 911 system went down. The outage occurred after an air conditioning unit that served the county's backup system failed, which caused a complete failure of the service. Officials were on hand to outline the details of the failure, and council members wanted to know how to keep citizens safe in case it happened again.
But everybody should have either programmed in their phone or somewhere on display in their homes. I wanted to ask that number so that they have it immediately. If they dial 911, don't get an answer, that those are the next numbers they call.
However, Councilmember Craig Rice was not sure that was the best solution to the problem.
I think to myself, at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm upstairs in bed, My cell phone is downstairs. The refrigerator is downstairs. I'm picking up my home telephone that I still have and calling 911 if there's an emergency, if I think there's somebody breaking in my house, if my house is on fire. What we immediately train people is to get out of the house as quickly as possible in those kinds of instances, not to go look at a refrigerator and call a backup number.
In all, there were 256 calls that were made to 911 during the outage, but Bill Ferretti says that number is not a true representation of the average number of calls for that particular time of day.
For instance, if you were calling and you called 5, 6, 7, 8 times, there's 8 calls right there. So that number we know is inflated. So that's why we looked at a comparable number 2 weeks earlier to try to get a realistic idea of what would be the norm.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Safe track repairs are now underway on Metro's Red Line. Until August 7th, trains are single tracking between the Tacoma and Silver Spring stations as part of Surge Number 6. Local officials have been encouraging Red Line riders to find other transportation options during the safe track work to avoid delays and crowded trains. On day 1 of Surge Number 6, Metro reported that Red Line ridership was down significantly, 30 to 40%. We also talked to Red Line riders about the impact of safe track on their commute.
Check the buses closer, check the train lines to see which get me home the soonest, because I have to go back to work. I work nights, so I have to really check out. This is going to be real difficult, so I'm really trying to make sure I can get to and from and get on time. I like to be on time to work, not legally.
I actually forgot about it, so yeah, I'm concerned, but I'm more concerned when the second phase, I guess, of the red line.
The delays are too much, so we try to go around them. We think it's great that they're trying to fix it. We want them to fix it, but if you commute, red line's heavy.
Describe what you did this morning.
Well, I took 2 buses to get all the way around it, but it works.
I do commute regularly on the red line, though I think Friday they had a little delay. And that's really the only problem I ever seen that we had with it one time, just that Friday.
Did you ride it this morning?
Yes, I did.
And describe your commute.
Got to Gallery Place, Chinatown, got on the red line there. Not too crowded, and it was pretty smooth. There wasn't no delay today, so it was all right today.
Would you say it was less crowded than a typical Monday?
Yes, it was. It was less crowded.
I was trying to go to here, actually, and I'm taking 3 buses instead of riding the train.
What time did you leave?
About 7.
And how long did it take?
About 2 hours.
How long does it normally take?
Maybe 45 minutes. I'm not entirely sure.
Wow, and you took the buses because you heard that the trains were going to be backed up?
Yes.
Do you think you made the right decision?
Yes, I think I did.
It has impacted it a little bit. I mean, the trains get really full when I'm coming home from work, so that can be hard. And yeah, there's delays all the time. But really, I think they're doing a good job. I know it's necessary, so it's been fine.
Don't forget, there's more work ahead for the Red Line. Safe Track Surge Number 7 takes place for 10 days from August 9th through the 18th with single tracking between the Shady Grove and Twin Brook stations. For more information about Safe Track and what Montgomery County is doing to help commuters, visit the county's website. In just a few weeks, on August 29th, Montgomery County Public School students return to the classroom, and there's a new superintendent leading the district. At her news briefing this week, Montgomery County Council President Nancy Florine shared her thoughts on the new superintendent and the year ahead.
His focus on all children, and particularly assumptions about how kids should be educated, will really bring Montgomery County real benefits. The devil's in the details, of course, and we'll see more of that as his plan rolls out and is implemented throughout Montgomery County.
One more back-to-school shopping note. Tax-Free Week takes place the week of August 14th in Maryland. You can find more information about Maryland's Shop Tax-Free Week on the Comptroller's website. Coming up on County Report this week, Tobytown residents weigh in on the new bus service that's coming to their community. And hundreds of residents celebrate National Night Out with police officers across the county. Don't go away. We'll have those stories and more right after this.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Make tracks to the 68th Annual Montgomery County Agricultural Fair, August 12th through 20th at the Fairgrounds in Gaithersburg. Enjoy visiting the animals, all your favorite rides in the region's largest carnival, amazing food and attractions, including Monster Truck Madness, the Demolition Derby, tractor pulls, and shark shows daily. Admission is only $10. Kids 11 and under are free every day. Log on to www.mcagfair.com for discounts and information.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. Beginning this fall, it'll be easier for Tobytown residents to get around town as Ride-On bus service is coming to this Potomac community. At a recent public forum to discuss the service, residents weighed in on 2 bus routes that are under consideration. MyMC Media's Maureen Chaudhary reports.
After decades of pushing for transportation options and nearly 4 months after residents testified in front of the County Council, Tobytown will finally have Ride-On bus service. And at a Ride-On public forum held at Travilla Elementary School, residents weighed in on 2 route options.
Yes, we've been trying to get this Ride-On bus up and going for some years now, a lot of years, and we've been doing all the work we can, going to different meetings and meeting with whoever we could, and just trying to get some attention. And finally, we got it, and we're happy.
The first routing over on my left here is serves the same primary nodes, but it operates as a loop from Travilla and River to Piney Meeting House and River to Glen and Piney Meeting House back to Travilla. That's one alternative. The second alternative is more of a direct service to a community called Tobytown, which is near the intersection of Travilla and River Road, and we would forego the River Road, Piney Meeting House, Glen portion of the service with the second alternative.
Both routes will connect residents to local schools, Shady Grove Hospital, and Rockville Metro Station.
I'm leaning towards the bigger route, and I know a lot of people is not, but I'm looking for, not only Tobytown, but there's other people out there in that area that could use this bus, and I think that would be the best thing to do.
The alternative. It's more direct, and it's going to come inside the neighborhood instead of us having to walk River Road, that dangerous road.
How long till the permanent route is decided on?
That'll be several more weeks, probably by the second week of August. The anticipated implementation date is October 2nd, 2016.
In North Potomac, I'm Maureen Chaudhary for County Report This Week.
Hundreds of Montgomery County residents celebrated National Night Out with police officers across the county on August 2nd. Montgomery County Executive Ike Leggett traveled across the county to various communities alongside Police Chief Tom Manger and Fire Chief Scott Goldstein. They began the night in Olney, where the turnout was huge. National Night Out is designed to generate neighborhood support and participation in crime prevention efforts, as well as to enhance police and community relations. The Rockville City Police Department wants you to know its officers are here to serve and protect the community. Rock 11's Willie James Inman reports.
Rockville rest assured that the Rockville City Police Department is here to help. Officers take part in a dynamic training process that prepares them for real-world situations.
During in-service training and also during entry-level training, they do receive training on anti-bias policing, have training on de-escalation tactics, on defensive tactics, so hopefully we don't have to use deadly force.
In addition to training, Corporal Philip Liu, a 17-year veteran of the RCPD, added that community policing is an important part of his work as a police officer.
I have a personal relationship with most of the community around here. They are very comfortable with telling me what's going on, versus you have other communities where there's police officers that just sit in a car and they're not open or up front, or they don't have a first name basis with the community. Most of our officers grew up in the area. We're basically from the community also. We're the people that grew up with you, so we understand the way things work here.
Recent events around the country spurred an outpouring of support for the RCPD. Chief Rappaport says that he's thankful for the support and encourages residents to help out.
Get involved, to get involved with their faith-based community, to get involved with national organizations, whether it's NAACP or other organizations, and have a voice in their community.
For more information on how to get involved, head over to rockvillemd.gov/police. For County Report This Week, I'm Willie James Inman.
On this week's Montgomery Aldea radio show, Adrian Van Laer, the manager of the library's Career Online High School Diploma Program, promoted the new program and who it serves. It's estimated that 64,000 adults in the county do not have a high school diploma. This online high school diploma program targets adults over the age of 19 who have completed at least 8th grade and who will commit to enroll in the 18-month program.
You graduate not only with a high school diploma, but you also will get a career certificate in one of 8 career areas. You'll also graduate with a career portfolio that gives you all the tools you need, a professionally done resume or CV, as well as cover letters that you could easily adapt to apply for jobs.
In case you're wondering, this program is free and nationally certified. For more information, visit montgomerycountymd.gov/library or call 240-777-0036. Coming up on County Report this week, the Pokemon Go craze continues, and Montgomery College is a hotspot. We'll introduce you to some teachers who volunteered this summer to give some kids a summer camp experience they won't soon forget. Don't go away. County Report this week is coming right back.
Swimming can be a great way to stay cool and beat the summer heat. Hi, I'm Gabe Albernaz, Director of the Montgomery County Recreation Department, and I'd like to ask you to be our partner in making this a safe summer. Drowning is a leading cause of accidental deaths in children, but drowning can be avoided. By following a few important rules, we can ensure that our children are safe at the pools. Regardless of swimming ability, children should never be unsupervised, even with lifeguards. There is no substitution for adult supervision. Minimize distractions such as cell phones. Drowning can happen in minutes. If you have to leave the pool for any reason, you need to take your children with you. Inflatable swimming aids such as floaties and noodles are not life safety devices. Do not substitute these for supervision either. By working together, we can make sure we are all safe at the pool this summer.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. The Pokemon Go craze continues. MCTV shows us how Montgomery College has become a hot spot for the augmented reality game.
As many public spaces in Montgomery County, Montgomery College has become a virtual playground for students playing Pokemon Go, the augmented reality video game where players have to get outside and walk around to find Pokemon in the real world on their phones.
It allows me to walk around a lot more, something that I hadn't done much of in the past, and especially walking around the campus itself. Like, I can walk around in a circle. I just hit 6 Pokestops. I've walked like 2 kilometers already today, so.
Pokestops are marked locations on the app based on memorials and public artwork, which also provides places for players to meet each other.
Before Pokemon Go, you wouldn't have a whole lot of interaction, but now you'll head over to the Pokemon gym over by the construction site, and people will be like, "Oh, you fight in the gym? Can I help you? What team are you on?"
Though the overall goal is to catch all the Pokemon, in this version, each player is prompted to join one of 3 teams: Team Valor, Team Mystic, and Team Instinct. The teams control gyms, and they battle each other to take over the gym.
All Pokemon players are like really nice to each other. Yesterday, I took over a Mystic gym and he was going to take it back, but he let me get my bonus first. So like, we all work together even though we're on different teams.
While the game promotes healthy activity, some issues have emerged. Users tend to keep their eyes glued to the game as they walk around and might not completely be aware of their surroundings.
Watch where you're going. If you're playing the game, be mindful of other students. Don't cross the street if there's a car coming in or cars leaving, because you have a lot of students that are sometimes speeding the class. So just be mindful.
So if you decide to make MC one of your game stops, have fun, do it safely, and don't forget to look up and enjoy the beauty of the campus while trying to catch them all.
Teacher volunteers from Flora M. Singer Elementary School gave up part of their summer to create an active learning experience for some local kids. It's called the Singer Sea Turtle Summer Fun Camp, and it takes place in the camper's backyard. MCPS TV reports.
Okay, so we have summer camp here at the Fields Apartments for kids who live here and go to Flora Singer Elementary School.
We bring the learning and the fun to the kids in our community by bringing this camp literally to their backyards. We do it based on the generosity of our donors and the volunteers that we gather.
It gives the kids something to do in the summer. A lot of them don't have transportation to get to summer camps, or their parents are working, or there are financial barriers.
We try to give kids a little exposure to literacy and math, science experiments, and let them explore the world around them in a way that they don't really get to do in school.
I'm happy to be here with my friends and do everything with them together. I love about this camp that there's so many nice volunteers, and I get to meet my friends, and we do so many fun activities.
I like the learning experience, especially for the pre-K and kindergarten, because they're going to go to the school, so they get to learn a lot before they come to the school, so they feel comfortable.
We can tell by the fact that there's so many kids here and so many parents to help out and so many older kids coming back to volunteer that there's a real need for something like this, and I think we're only really just scratching the surface by doing what we're doing 2 days a week.
Are you looking for a job? Clarksburg Premium Outlets is hosting a job fair from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on August 19th at Clarksburg High School. The center is looking to fill more than 800 jobs, from full and part-time management to sales and customer service positions. Stores looking for staffers include Armani Outlet, Coach, Nike Factory Store, Saks Fifth Avenue off 5th, Tory Burch, Under Armour, and there's more. Those seeking employment should bring a resume and be prepared for on-site interviews. The outlets are scheduled to open on October 27th. Coming up next on County Report this week, these martial arts students are learning more than self-defense in Silver Spring. And we'll tell you why these giant flip-flops are on display at the Rockville Town Square. Stay with us.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. For more than 30 years, an expert in Chinese martial arts has trained young people in self-defense. But just like the hit Kung Fu Panda movies, Grandmaster Dennis Brown also teaches the importance of inner strength and character at his school in Silver Spring. MyMC Media's Phyllis Armstrong reports.
I'll be humble, yet not weak, proud, yet not boastful.
These young dragons begin and end every class with the student creed.
Very good job.
It is a commitment to learn more than punching and kicking at the Shaolin Wushu Training Center.
It's fun when I practice because my mom watches me and I work really hard.
They welcome me in like family, so these are my brothers and sisters over here, people I love to be around. But other than that, you know, learning self-defense as a woman is awesome.
Yeah.
Fast. With hard work, discipline, and encouragement, even the youngest Kung Fu students can become champions.
It's given me a great opportunity to work out and meet other people, and it's changed my life.
Grandmaster Dennis Brown began teaching children the Chinese art of Kung Fu in the 1980s.
I think it grows character in kids, whether it teaches them stick-to-itiveness, discipline, focus, concentration. I could run down the whole litany of things that makes them better students in school and better adults.
Master Marcia Chisholm started bringing her daughter to the center before the 17-year-old third-degree black belt was born.
Getting in front of classes and teaching ever since I've been a first degree has boosted my self-confidence a whole lot, which means I can go up in front of my classroom and do projects much more confident than I used to.
The confidence, discipline, and sense of belonging will inspire some of these young martial artists to train long hours now and in the future. How long do you think you'll keep training?
Until I'm old as Master Brown, probably.
Phyllis Armstrong in Silver Spring for County Report this week.
Some students from Shilan Wushu Training Center will compete August 12th and August 13th in the U.S. Capitol Classics at National Harbor. The Open Martial Arts Tournament, started by Grandmaster Brown 34 years ago, is one of the largest in the country. Speaking of competition, are you ready for the Olympics? There are 2 local swimmers competing in Rio this month, Jack Conger and Katie Ledecky. And you can show your support for these amazing athletes at the Rockville Town Square, where these giant flip-flops are on display from now through August 13th. Hundreds of fans have already signed the flip-flops, and some are taking photos of their good luck messages and tweeting them out with the hashtag #MocoToRio. In just a few weeks, the Montgomery County Agricultural Fair returns to the fairgrounds in Gaithersburg. The gates are open from August 12th through the 20th. And at this popular family fun event, you can experience all kinds of entertainment, livestock, rides, food, and exhibits. And while you are there, be sure and participate in the Twitter and Instagram scavenger hunt that is sponsored by County Cable Montgomery. This contest is a fun way to explore the fair, and you could win daily prizes and premium prizes such as gift cards. You can find everything you need to know about the scavenger hunt and planning your visit to the fair by visiting the fair's website at mcagfair.com. The beat goes on at the Benjamin Gaither Center in Gaithersburg, where dozens of seniors recently participated in an interactive drum circle along with their grandchildren. Take a look.
The Benjamin Gaither Center is an activity center for 55 plus. It's a senior center, which is pretty much a social club. Today we are celebrating Grandparents' Day, so we're kicking the day off with a drum circle. So we just had The Beat Goes On come in with a drum circle, and all the grandchildren and members and grandparents participated.
We're a health and wellness company that provides rhythm enrichment programs to seniors, lots of different populations, whether it's a senior community. We work with kids with learning disabilities, we work with folks with autism. So we've worked in a lot of different populations, but primarily work in the senior communities.
And we had about 70 people participate in the drum circle. We have about 15 grandchildren here today, which is pretty good.
Our program is all about engaging people and getting them to respond and doing a lot of different activities in the world of counting, playing different rhythms.
The number one most important thing to age successfully is socialization. To have contact with other people, to be able to make friends, to feel that you're still a part of a community, to know that you can continue to contribute. All of these things are so very important as we get older, because oftentimes nowadays people don't have their families near them. They may have lost their friends, they may have lost a spouse. So it is very important to have this community to feel like an extended family.
For the rest of the summer, we have several trips planned. We're going to have Harp Happy come in and play, so we have performances. And then we have a picnic coming up at the water park at Bower Park, our annual picnic. We're going to do Senior Day at the county fair. That's always a fun day. And then our typical exercise classes and things that we have going on every day.
With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Sonia Burke. Thank you for watching.